You're watching Good Day Siouxland with Nick Wilson and meteorologist Ethan Foreman. From KCAU 9 News, this is Good Day Siouxland.
Hey, good morning. It's 6:45 on this Monday morning. I'm Nick Wilson.
And I'm Ethan Foreman.
And how are we looking out there?
Well, today's not looking too bad. Enjoy the next 48 hours or so, because after that, it is not looking like great weather anytime soon returning to the region. So make sure you enjoy it. Here's a look at our Port Neal Welding Company camera on top of the Ho-Chunk Center, seeing a quiet morning out there, but it is a little cold out there with those temperatures dropping down in the teens and 20s across the area. Sioux City, one of the warmer spots where we have some clouds right now at 24. A little bit more clearing though in Bloomfield, where they're down to 15 on our satellite and radar. You could see those clouds starting to break loose once again, but a few flurries are on the map this morning, so make sure you keep that in mind. Those temperatures for today should be climbing into the 40s as we see a good deal of afternoon sunshine, some more clouds this morning. We do have some colder weather on the way that does include some rain and snow chances. Those details are coming up in your full forecast.
All right, thanks, Ethan. Well, the Iowa Democratic Party State Central Committee voted over the weekend to certify the results of the 2024 presidential caucus. More than 13,600 votes were certified, with more than 12,300 of those going to President Joe Biden. IDP Chair Rita Hart released a statement saying in part, quote, IDP's staff has worked hard over this past year to make sure that this year's presidential caucus was as accessible as possible, adding, quote, the evidence is clear. It's time to get back to work to re-elect President Biden, end quote. Elsewhere, the Nebraska Supreme Court has ruled in favor of a state agency that looked to charge a news organization nearly $45,000 for public records. The High Court ruled that state law allows special fees for records requests that take more than 4 hours to compile. A nonprofit news group had asked for emails on water pollution from the Nebraska Department of Environment and Energy. The agency said it would cost more than $44,000 to fulfill that request and determine which emails needed to remain confidential. The ruling had led to concerns that exorbitant fees could be used to prevent public access to information. Well, in lighter news now, plenty of Siouxlanders were probably looking to stay inside due to the weekend's cooler conditions, but that didn't mean there was nothing to do. 60 of the Tri-State's best table tennis players were in Sergeant Bluff for the local table tennis club's 29th semi-annual tournament. Players came from as far as Aberdeen, Iowa City, and even Kansas City to compete against some new faces. The Sergeant Bluff Table Tennis Club looks forward to bringing competitors of all ages together every 6 months.
It helps a lot. It helps us fundraise so that we can buy more supplies, balls, nets, tables, and it does. It really helps us as a club and gets it out in the community that we even exist.
The Sergeant Bluff Table Tennis Club will host another tournament in the fall. All right, now it's time to meet today's Stray of the Day. Every day we share a pet picked up by Sioux City Animal Adoption and Rescue who's waiting to go home.
That's right, this is Mello, a 5-year-old male orange tabby cat. He was originally adopted from the shelter, but had to be returned when it turns out he doesn't get along well with other cats. The rescue says he would prefer to be an only pet. He absolutely loves people though, and just needs a friend to snuggle with. Mello is available for adoption now.
If you've lost your pet, you're looking to adopt, or you'd like to sponsor a pet for adoption, you can visit the rescue's website. That's at SiouxCityAnimalRescue.com. Love that photo of Mello because Mello almost looks a little angry in that photo with the eyes there. Just a great shot.
Yeah, great shot, but he might be a little less angry with the sunshine that we'll be experiencing the next few days. But after that, don't think many of us are going to be very happy, including myself, as we have some rain and snow chances back in the forecast, and we see those temperatures back below average for a change. Satellite and radar showing that we do have Some clouds drifting through the area right now, not expected to last long though, as we see decreasing clouds for the day ahead. Those temperatures should bounce nicely back into the 40s this afternoon as we see a good deal of sunshine. A few clouds start to drift back in though as we head into tonight and early tomorrow. Pretty much a repeat for those clouds for this morning like tomorrow morning, as we see just a few clouds again drift to our north and east. Those will break loose again tomorrow afternoon as we see plenty of sunshine. After that though, not looking so nice. We see some rain and snow start to move back into the region early Wednesday. Could see some flurries and sprinkles at any point, not only Wednesday, but also Thursday and Friday too. So not looking like the best second half to the week here. We see a nice day today though, pretty seasonal as we see that high at 46 degrees. Just a few morning clouds dropping down to 29, not quite as cold tonight. Those winds switching back to the northwest through the overnight hours, and that will bring in some nice air for tomorrow, even though we'll be having northwesterly winds. Looks like we'll still get into the 60s for afternoon highs. Those clouds really start to build in though Wednesday, and those temperatures start to drop, looking kind of soggy for the opening of not only the Women's NAIA Basketball Championship, but also for March Madness. Looks like we could see some wet weather continue into the weekend as well. That's when it looks like the heaviest of the precip could be rain or snow. Keep checking back with us and make sure to download that KCAU-9 weather app now.
Thanks, Ethan. Now we turn to sports. The first round brackets are shaping up ahead of NCAA college basketball tourney action. Anthony Mitchell has an update on which Siouxland State schools are joining the competition right here in your morning sports wrap.
Good morning, Siouxland. Yesterday was not just any other Sunday. Of course, it was St. Patrick's Day, but it was also Selection Sunday. Division I college basketball teams across the nation finding out their fate ahead of the NCAA tournament. Let's start off on the men's side. In the East Regional, the Drake Bulldogs earned the 10th seed after winning the Missouri Valley Conference tournament. They'll take on number 7 Washington State at 9:05 p.m. That game on Thursday. Right next to them in the bracket, the 2 seed Iowa State taking on Summit League champ number 15 South Dakota State. Iowa State head coach TJ Altenberger, of course, had a stint with the Jackrabbits before taking over with the Cyclones. Altenberger also becomes just the second coach in NCAA history to take a team to the big dance within their first 3 seasons as head coach. Iowa State and SDSU tip off at 6:35 p.m. on Thursday. Both of those games will be taking place at the CHI Health Center in Omaha. Up next, the Nebraska Huskers appear in the South Regional as the 8th seed. Huskers earn a spot in the March Madness craze for the first time since the 2013-14 season. They'll face number 9 Texas A&M in Memphis on Friday at 5:50 p.m. A Husker win would potentially pit them against top-seeded Houston, barring any upsets. And finally, in the Midwest Regional, the Creighton Blue Jays draw the 3 seed, facing off against 14th-seeded Akron in Pittsburgh on Thursday at 12:30. This will be Creighton's 25th NCAA tournament appearance and 9th in the last 13 seasons. Well, as you can see, there's a slate for the men's side. Now, on the women's side, teams from all 3 of our Siouxland states remain in the mix for the national title. Here's each team's first-round matchup. Starting off in the Albany 1 quadrant, Nebraska, the Huskers with the same start as men, a little bit of deja vu here, kicking it off their tournament run against Texas A&M. Huskers will play in Oregon in the round of 64. Now to the Albany 2 quadrant, the top seed, Iowa Hawkeyes receiving that 1 seed for the first time since 1992. They'll await the winner of Holy Cross and UT Martin. Iowa will play at home in the first round and second if they were to advance. Staying in the quadrant, Drake earns the Missouri Valley Conference auto bid. They'll face 5th-seeded Colorado Bulldogs with back-to-back years in the tournament, kicking off its run with Kansas State as the campus site. Up next, in the bottom of the quadrant, it's number 7 Creighton taking on 10th-seeded UNLV. Blue Jays with its 3rd consecutive NCAA tournament trip. They'll play the Runnin' Rebels of UNLV in Los Angeles. Sliding over to the Portland 4 quadrant, South Dakota State comes away with a 12 seed after winning the Summit League title. West Lionel on Brooklyn Meyer and company will face 5th-seeded Utah. That game in Washington. And finally, Iowa State makes its 5th consecutive NCAA tournament appearance. ISU claims the 7th seed. They'll play Maryland in the round of 64 in California. Dates and times for those matchups are yet to be determined. And that'll be all for sports. Have a good day, Siouxland.
Now let's take a look at this morning's top stories, what you need to know before you go. Sioux City City Council members have a busy afternoon ahead of them. One of the tasks they face today is deciding whether to agree to a $1.875 million contract for Phase 2 construction of the Big Sioux pedestrian bridge crossing. They'll also look to pick back up a discussion topic from last week, determining what delivery method to use for Phase 1 of construction work at the wastewater treatment plant. Council members will also hear several resolutions related to purchasing various equipment for the police department. That includes items like rifles, magazines, rifle cases, and red dot sights. According to the meeting's agenda, if all resolutions are passed, it would come to a grand total of more than $114,000. Today's council meeting is set to start at 4 p.m. Well, meanwhile, this week is Transit Appreciation Week here in Sioux City. Local officials are encouraging Siouxlanders to take an extra moment to thank the bus driver and other transit staff over the next few days. They say transit employees, everyone from drivers to mechanics, janitors, and administrative support staff, are some of the region's most essential workers and keep the community moving. Staying in the metro, this past weekend saw plenty of St. Patrick's Day celebrations, and Sioux City residents braved the chilly weather to turn out for an annual local parade. Only 5 vehicles took part in Sioux City's first ever St. Patrick's Day parade. That was 16 years ago. This year, nearly 50 local businesses and organizations had their St. Patty's Day spirit on display for the 1-mile trek down 4th Street. Mac Dolan is one of the parade's original founders. He says he helped start the event to share his Irish heritage with his family.
I want to celebrate it here because I got kids that I'm bringing up. My dad always took us to the parades in St. Paul. Kelly came from Denver and his grandpa started the parade there. So we wanted our heritage to pass on to our kids, to pass on to our grandkids here in Sioux City.
Hundreds of families gathered for the 30-minute spectacle, with many bundled up in blankets or coats to block out the familiar mid-March chill. Elsewhere, tomorrow evening will mark the spring equinox, and the Dorothy Pico Nature Center is ready to help Siouxlanders officially kick off the season. Tomorrow morning, they'll hold a couple of guided hikes. The first hike will meet at 10 a.m., the second at 4 p.m. Interested hikers can meet at the center's amphitheater at those times. And if you'd like to take part in this free event, organizers advise you to dress for the weather and wear sturdy hiking shoes. While registration is not required, it is encouraged. We'll have more info up on our website later this morning. That's SiouxlandProud.com. Finally, with water sports and boating season getting closer, you may need to check the water quality at your favorite spot in Iowa to make a splash. That's because the state DNR now reports that more than half of Iowa's rivers and lakes are considered impaired due to pollution. And with that report, it found streams, 63% of the assessed lakes and reservoirs are considered too polluted for at least some designated uses, like drinking water and recreation. According to that report, the leading cause of pollution is E. coli. One last look at the forecast now. Not a bad day ahead for today.
Yeah, enjoy the sunshine and the average or slightly above average temperatures that we could be seeing the next couple of days, because after tomorrow, it will not last. Those high temperatures for today, right around 46 degrees, much more seasonal than we were yesterday, dropping down to 29 through the overnight hours tonight. That's also pretty seasonal this time of year in the mid to upper 20s. We do see a nice day on the way for spring tomorrow, as Nick just mentioned, and that start is at 10:06 p.m. We see some sprinkles and flurries possible for the end of the week and quite a doozy of a system next weekend. Stay tuned for more details.
Looking forward to today and tomorrow for sure.
Yep.
Thanks for watching.